Pleasant good evening to each and every one of you Guyanese. Every time I will come to this camera to say my piece, many East Indian descendants who we call Indian or Coolie, as I got your blood in me, nothing personal, will say, why am I backing APNU? Or why am I backing the black man? Now let me be honest with you. I don't back a black man, I don't back APNU, and I don't back an Indian man or a Coolie man, a Chinese man or a white man. I don't believe in it. I only use this as a matter of phrase, like we says the animal kingdom, which made up of many other animals that we will name a few. Lion, tigers, leopards, and jaguar, elephant, not forgetting the rest. Now, you may ask me, why Joe don't like the PPP? That's not the point. I don't like the bullshit they believe in and what they're doing. Under the late Bob Fosburnham in PNC, a lot of wrong things have happened to Indian people. Many had to migrate to Suriname, which is Dutch Guyana, French Guyana, Caribbean island, and Venezuela, who take the big bulk. And Canada, who a lot go but never come back home. And America, who create the problem in the 60s for Guyana, still had leniency to give you all visa so you could come and enjoy a true democracy. Even though you Indian live in America and Canada, you still defend a communist group, the PPP. Dr. Jagan did not care for Guyana. He cared for a principal belief. And he was the one and the architect and the teacher of the Lyndon Johnson Fosburnham. It was a game, the divide to rule and divide to lie to the West and also lie to Russia. None of the two of them so far is here. Then we have a lot of young black scholars who get killed during these two great leaders. Black man called Burnham the Kabaka. Your hero, but yet they're killed under his regime. The late Walter Rodney, Dublin, Uini, and many wrong black guys was in prison, such as David Hines, accused for bringing guns through the airport. Now, today I've seen the unity between WPA, PNC, and Justice for All, and many other groups form the party called APNU. Now, APNU, it can mean after PNC because the U can spin around and inform a C. But I am not here about that. The PPP have no respect for what people do for them. During the 70s and 80s and 90s, a party called the United Republican Party joined and bring Jimmy Carter to Guyana for fair and free election. Robert Gangadin, who deceased, Vishnu Bandu, who's still alive, Ram Samia Tretora, and they support the PPP after breaking up of that party, but yet for all, URP had a few seats and they joined the PPP, only to fraud the nation. And then the PPP becomes, and I say, ladies and gentlemen, a Hindu party. There were so many Prasad in that party, I think I was going to a Jandi only to get Prasad, not Prasad. It is a fucking insult to the nation. And I said that word. Fucking is not a curse, by the way. Figure of speech. What do you think? Because you all are educated. Anyhow, Bharat Jagdeo have no respect for the members of the PPP. Mosib Nagamutu, Ram Jatan, these were men who grew up in it, who would have died for Dr. Jagan and his wife and the principal because they themselves believed they were doing good, but they were misled. They formed their own party. AFC, I make joke after fooling the country or fooling the Coolie. But nevertheless, the People's Progressive Party with Bharat Jagdeo have done wrong. Sam Hines was a man like, ho, 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 like Santa Claus. So he don't care. Now, I have nothing against y'all, but when y'all cross the border to hurt George Correa children or hurt George Correa in any sort, form, or shape, I am not a nice person when coming to that. Remember my name. I could join Brazil. I could join Venezuela, your enemy, who wants 62% of the country. I could join the Colombian because I am a mixed Portuguese. I have no boundary. You call me hit from pillar to post, but I want you Indian to know, I am not your enemy. You are devious, treacherous, wicked against your own. You rob your mother and father for land and money that don't belong to you. You even kill them. You go to the Obia man because you believe your brother was doing better just to hurt him or his wife or children. You are not a race to be trusted. Why I'm telling you this, I want you to wake up. Get civilized and stop the bullshit. Then you start hurt people. A lot of corrupt businessmen get involved when Barrett was president. I can name a few. And the whole court system went haywire. Corruption to the highest. Judges and lawyers work together once Barrett or anybody, whoever they will be, will call to corrupt the courthouse, to send leniency to the supporters and friends. Especially a lot of the businessmen, some from Sheriff Street, some from the East Bank between Peters Hall and Bagastang, some on the West Coast, Berbice, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe Barrett Jagdeo had a good intention, but the people that supported him, use him, and get what they want was wrong. Another thing with you, Indian. You are the only race that buy over cemetery yard and bulldoze it to put your fucking business. Are you not ashamed? You have no respect for the dead? Take the place on the East Coast with the car park. I was made to understand it was a cemetery there. I want to know who sell it to y'all. Y'all buy the Coca Trench, where water's supposed to be flow. Now another Indian in the Canaan, he said he buy a dam, egress and egress. And he and I would have major problem, because no coolie can buy a dam or a river or a Coca Trench. So I'm calling on the government to look into it. And Abnu, you got some niggers. I said niggers, not black people. Because black people have quality. Niggers is a selfish, punyhated fuckers who think of themselves and not the government. You are undermining the Abnu government. Plenty of you are bringing your government down. David Granger, I have a lot of respect for you. I wrote to you, you write back to me. Mr. Nagamutu, you told me in a letter you were second in command. That is why you had a heart attack. And David, you told me you give Mr. Ramjatan my son case. And Ramjatan tell me on a phone conversation, his investigator said my son pled guilty. I am still waiting on y'all to look into that matter. He was jailed 10 months wrongfully. Beaten by 4 police, we got a name, where they live. We know everything. It was a plot between certain members of your party. Look into it before it's too late. I have nothing to live for but revenge and justice. You can take it how you like. I have one son. Do not bring darkness upon Guyana. I'm a citizen of the U.S. And I have people who are in many departments here. I want you to have a break and to save Guyana. Barrett Jagdeo and his Adelaide must not go back there to rule Guyana. Drugs was too much. I don't care what money, drugs you do and laundry. That's your business. But when you start to mess with innocent people, there's where the problem begins. And therefore, a lot of your ministers are corrupt. Clean them up. Housing have to change. The lands and survey have to change, and the whole court system have to change. No judge should take message from no politician to lock up innocent people. And anybody get caught handing a bribe to deny a man, a woman, or a child justice, whether it's a woman or a man, once they get caught, I call for execution. And for Mr. Prem Lal on Land and Canaan, I got a message for you. Your wife lied on my son, make he had to go to Ivlery. You cause us a lot of pain. Life doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Do not let us cross that narrow line. Because one grain of my hair have more value than your fucking ass and your family. Don't cross that line. Do not. I'm warning you. I'm calling on the proper authority to look into it. Because you need to be arrested and charged. How could you buy a dam which is egress and egress? I call upon the Abnu government. I will support you. Give Guyana free leadership so we can unite and make Guyana a paradise. Let our people return back home. And for all who you call deportee, they are Guyanese. Give them a break. Because you have more criminals in your cabinet and more criminals in the courthouse and the police force doing underhand thing to hold back your government. Let's work for a better Guyana. For peace, love, and understanding so we can show the world equality. And I congratulate you, the black people. Decent, honorable, the athletics, those who stand up and put Guyana flag high in the air. And I have a message for the U.S. Let's do what is right for Guyana and stop playing cat and mouse game. I am not apologizing for David Granger, as I was made to understand it's alleged he called a known terrorist who died in New York or in America a hero. I will not. I did not accept it. If you do that, I'm not apologizing. But he must do that for himself. And I'm not apologizing for the PPP woman who talked to the ambassador and says America caused Guyana problem because they did. But it's a reason for that. I think the embassy should present a book called the Monroe Doctrine to that woman in the PPP. Let you see why you have to protect this hemisphere. No communism, no socialism, is humanism, and let's unite and save the Americas, save the Caribbean, invite our brother to take part in the development of the country. Long live the country and any leader that emerge now. I call upon the younger party to unite. I call upon Mr. Schumer to unite with APNU, and let's put Guyana forward. Equality for each and every one. And from there, Guyana will be a land to reckon with. Good luck and have a good day. Nothing personal, no threat. But I am hurt to see how the law went for a fucking dollar bill and position for judges. Have a good day. May God